All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lvl Unlocked Podcast. We're here with co-host, my partner in crime, Jeremy Walker.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
And then we also have a special guest today, Mr.
What's up, guys?
Jeffrey from Splash Screen Gaming,
Hey.
here to brighten up the day a little bit.
Well, I'm happy to be here. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. Thanks for
Yeah, we're
joining.
Good.
Yeah.
Wanted to have you in here just because obviously you've been doing this doing the streaming for quite some time here, and having that input in there, it also helped if people can hear me. I muted myself, so they didn't hear anything I said there.
Oh.
They do now, though.
Great.
Sorry
Great.
about that, guys. Nevertheless,
It happens, bro.
that's
I
embarrassing.
think you came through on my stream, Walker, so...
Yep. Thanks, Amrit, for the follow there. I realized that I was talking and I didn't see anything going across. But anyways, we wanted to have Mr. Schroeder on the stream here because he's been in this game for quite some time, and we got a topic later as to essentially how gaming has changed the industry and changed over the last 10 years. But take it away, James. What do we got?
All right, so we got some stuff going on. We got stuff that will, pertain to me, not you guys, about new taxes being proposed for Pennsylvania. We got stuff about some interesting statistics about Nintendo Switch owners coming up. Something near and dear to my heart, some Monster Hunter news, and some more Apex Legends stuff, as well as, more.
Yep. So I think I know what you're getting at with that, the whole Pennsylvania, the tax thing, which is kind of blows my mind.
You've probably seen it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We'll get into that in a minute. First off, let's start off with our weeks. How about Jeff? How about you? You started off since you're our guest.
Yeah. Thanks, guy. I basically... Hold on, I got feedback. There it goes. Okay. So, yeah, man, I have been just streaming a whole lot of... I started the week with a whole bunch of Overwatch. And
Nice.
then we moved over... A buddy of mine was like... hey, what are your thoughts on this Apex game? And I'm like, I'm not really into battle royales. I'm pretty freaking terrible at it. But peer pressure is a mother. So
Yes.
right. So I downloaded it, and I am actually freaking loving it. I didn't think I was going to, but it's almost like they took, I don't know. It's got a little bit of a bunch of the different battle royales. It feels like it's got a little bit of everything in it. But I've been having a pretty good time with it. Other than that, I've just been kind of trying to clean up the stream, making it look a little nicer, pushing buttons and stuff.
I feel you.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that Apex Legends is really good.
yeah, it is super fun.
It's really good.
Like, it went from nobody, and where the hell did it come from? It was it was
came
not
out
on
of
my
nowhere.
radar at all.
Yeah, it was legit. Hey guys, we got an announcement to make. Apex Legends, guess what? It's out now. Play it.
Yeah, literally, they had no pre-launch. They did nothing. They literally just dropped the bomb and made it happen.
The closest to a pre-launch they had was having some streamers do like some stuff for it, and that's it. And that was like before
Really?
it, like not in the public eye. Just had some streamers play it and got their feedback off of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Fortnite's got its money, or has a run for its money here, because I think that's going to be the next big one.
Well, when I looked, I mean, every time that I've looked at Apex Legends, it's always had more viewers, like almost double the amount of viewers that Fortnite had.
Yeah.
Twitch, at least.
Yeah, one of my guys watching the stream, Zero Lag here, he actually made a good point. Stroud, for those who don't know who that is, he's actually a streamer. He had a huge part into this. He averages currently about 90,000 people a stream right now. He's actually streaming better than Ninja, which is absolutely huge. And just putting that word out, basic yeah, through very small amount of people actually were able to make this game big. And I'm sure when we'll talk about the numbers here in a little bit as to what it became literally overnight. I was talking to Schroeder about it earlier, about how many people are playing it, and then the concurrent players too is just mind-blowing. And it's huge. It's unbelievable that in the short amount of time what this game was able to do. And you have so many of the bigger streamers now coming from Fortnite over to this, and hopefully it's here to stay. Hopefully it's not something that kind of goes back and forth, kind of wishy-washy type concept. And I really hope that it stays big, because it's different. Like I was telling Schroeder, I told you the same thing. It reminds me of a Borderlands type graphics, which Borderlands is an awesome game, mixed with your Fortnite / more of a PUBG battle royale with the guns on top of Overwatch characters. So you got concepts of multiple different games. You got unique 3-person drops compared to the 4, where you all drop together. So things along those lines. It's good.
Yeah. And one of the things that I think is super neat about it is the fact that you can revive players. Like, I don't know, I've never played a battle royale where you can actually revive people like that.
That's clutch. Or also, like, the respawns, too. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, when you don't respawn someone outside of the zone, you know, and they're basically just guaranteed to die. Looking at you, Walker.
Sorry.
I'm terrible too, man. I'm not gonna pretend to be good at it.
The last time we streamed it, we got into, like, I think it was the final 3. Me and the rando that we were playing with both died, and Walker was still alive. So he's like, I don't know where a respawn point is. He grabs our beacons and he goes running completely outside of the zone to get to the he almost dies. He has to heal himself like twice to get to the respawn point. Hits the respawn point, runs back, dies halfway through, and I'm like, well, or no, he doesn't die. He makes it, but me and this other dude don't have any healing items. So we get fucked halfway through and die. I'm like, well, that was completely worthless. And we get second.
Well, because the beacon was right there, and I knew I could sprint in, do a couple heals, throw them, and sprint back. Unbeknownst to me, that they spawned where the beacon is. So they spawned in the storm, died 2 seconds later. I reached the edge of the storm, and the storm extends, and then I die. I was so pissed, and we came in second place.
Hey, though, that's good.
I was so mad.
I was playing with a couple buddies earlier today, and we got pretty close. We actually ran in and just started punching people, like the whole group.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Just punch.
It got the job done. I mean, it did better than I thought it was gonna do. And then of course, you know, somebody found a firearm, and that was kind of the end of it.
That's the end of the game there. That's time. It's time to quit. Call it a game. Take your ball and go home.
Right.
No, I was so mad. I was so mad. And yesterday, I think I was playing. I had another game where it was me and 2 other dudes. The other 2 guys just quit. Don't know why. I'm the only one with the mic on, so they dip. And I was like, okay. So no. What happened is they got killed. They both got killed. I went around. I killed the whole squad. I grabbed both of their beacons, and then they quit the game. The beacon was literally like 3 feet away, and so I go to try to put it in. So maybe randomly it'll just bring him back into the game. Nope. I was so pissed, and that's the game I ended up. It was a 1v1v1, and
oh wow,
the map literally shrunk so small there was no circle anymore.
I thought you said you were terrible at it, man. I mean, if you're getting to that level, that's pretty damn good. Like, I think I've gotten like maybe 3 or 4 kills since I started, but I did just download it yesterday.
When it comes to these battle royale games, ask James. There'll be times where I'm complete trash.
Oh yeah.
And I have a kill death where I died twice. No. I got like 2 kills and I died like 15 times. There's other games it's the complete opposite. With me in battle royals,
fools.
Yeah, it's there's no good medium with me in battle royals. I'm either complete trash or I'm really good. It just happens to be the super luck of the draw, and So I get to the 1v1v1, the circle disappears because we're, I think, at phase 9 or something stupid. So there's no more circle. So the next time the time runs out, it's literally going to nothing. It's literally it's going away. It's like shit. So we're all sitting in these houses. Thanks to Lag for the follow, much appreciated, man. So the circle goes away. So none of us are moving. It's complete silence. Mike Richards is on watching me. He's like, dude, this is insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I should move. No one move. So we're all just sitting there. The time's ticking away. Time's ticking away. I'm the healer, so I throw that. What is her thing? The care package out.
The heal droid. Oh, oh, cool.
So I throw the care package out, kind of maybe seeing if someone will kind of come to it. No one does. No one moves. So at this point, there's like 10 seconds left before the circle goes down. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. So I shouldn't have, because I jump out, go to the next house, I get shotgun in the face, I died. It's like, no! No!
That reminds me of one time I was playing. I don't have a lot of PUBG under my belt, but one night we were playing, and I don't know if you guys remember my buddy Jay. It was a handful of us, and the map similar. It was shrunk down to like a building. So there's two full teams in this building, and we're hiding upstairs in the bathroom, and they're somewhere in the house, and we're pretty confident they're right on the other side of the door. And Jay opens up his mic, and he just goes, because again, we're in the bathroom, he goes, like a fart. And sure enough, the door gets kicked open, and then there's a battle, and no, we didn't walk away from that one.
I remember my very first time playing Fortnite. It was my first game. I had a buddy that was like, oh, you really should play Fortnite. I go, okay. So I download it, and I stream it. My very first game, I get to, like, I think the final 3. And this dude just comes out of nowhere, building shit all around me, and just starts picking me off from the top of the building that he made that surrounded me. I'm like, I don't know what to do here.
So terrible at that game.
I hate. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
I would like it. Just the building. It's just that's the piece that kills me in Fortnite. Like, I'm so bad at building. I've played. There was a streak about 2 months ago where, for the first time ever, I think it was season 6 or season 7. It was before the snow one, the one that just happened. I actually did all of the achievements. I was 100%. Like, I was level 100. Wow. Never did that before, and because I played the crap out of it. So you would think, out of playing this for 8 weeks, okay, I'd be pretty decent at building. Nope, I could build a ramp.
Nah.
That's it.
I love watching some of these people, some of these streamers, like, play it, and they're just building stuff like super crazy. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? It's like watching high level, like, StarCraft players almost.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I can't even comprehend what's
Never mind the
going
fact
on right
that
now.
you just got completely destroyed by an 8-year-old.
Oh no, it's crazy.
Playing on his mobile phone.
Not to get off track, good point here. So for those who want to see the other streams, for everyone that is on, it is myself, obviously Captain_Geech15. It is Jeff here at Splash Screen Gaming, or YouTube and Twitch, and James, at the end here, the guy with the white headset. His is People I Hate Studios. You can find him on YouTube and Twitch, all the same. So all three of us are all on. We're all live streaming. We're live streaming this podcast together, and like after the fact, because we're not smart enough to figure out how to live stream it directly through a podcast app, so we're gonna upload it after the fact. Right. I'm not smart enough. Both of them are way smarter than me, so take that into context. So I'm really stupid when it comes to that. To put it into retrospect, these two used to work for me, but they were way smarter than me.
I never worked for you, Walker. Get out of here. I never worked for you.
Okay, he never directly worked for me, but he's still way smarter than me. He used to be the Sony expert. Sold things that I can never sell. Jeff used to be my lead, and he would lead because I couldn't. So that kind of puts it in retrospect of how everything goes.
You were always able to figure out, you were always able to figure out that more complicated crap. I'm just, here's the stuff, buy it. About it.
So that's kind of a layout of everything that we got here. At the top of my page too, you can see the different links. Unfortunately,
Same
I
with mine.
didn't add Jeff, and I do apologize. I did not add his name.
I added Jeff.
I know I'm a bad person.
I added Jeff. I'm a better friend.
Yeah, actually, I haven't added. I just kind of jumped on last minute here.
Yeah.
When you guys get a chance, drop
That's fair. We kind of
I had all day to work on this, and I didn't think I knew he was going to be on, so I should have added him to this the top here, but I didn't. So that's my stupidity. Also, too, if you see on mine, and I don't know if the other two is, I'm pretty sure it is Lvl Unlocked Podcast.
Yeah, mine has that as well.
You can see this live video, watch it again on our YouTube channel, Lvl Unlocked Podcast. As you can see, episode 1, as well as Podbean, Lvl Unlocked podcast.podbean.com, or anywhere that podcasts are available, iTunes, Android, Spotify. It's there. Listen to it. First episode's awesome.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be better.
See, this is why I'm like stoked about you guys. You know, Walker, you getting into this. I didn't even know James. I didn't know you stream as well.
I've been doing this for a hot minute now. Going on, like, I think definitely nowhere near as long as YouTube. 2.5 years.
Nice. I've been streaming on and off for a couple years, but I started taking it serious about a year and some change ago. Streaming, and I don't know. I'm just having a blast with it. A lot of buttons. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of buttons.
Yeah, there is.
I should James, we should get the Elgato Stream Decks and just boop 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 boop. Get that program to just go stream transitions and all that shit.
So we kind of went on a tangent right there, which
cool.
is perfectly fine. This is what this stream is all about.
That's
what games do you have planned out for the week, Schroeder?
Well, I've actually been kind of trying to leave it up to the audience. You know, I play a lot of Overwatch lately, and the reason I've been playing a lot of that because it's not really my #1 game, but the fact that I can have a 6-man team. So one of the things I've been trying to do is try to build sort of a little bit of a streamer network, which is why I'm glad you guys, I'm connecting with you two, because I feel like if we all throw ideas at each other and you know, you're using this one thing and he's using this other thing, and it turns out that, like, for instance, you found out I use a program called Restream.io, and that allows me to stream.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yep, and Geach here is telling me there's another way to do it that's not going to cost me $15 a month to do it, which is appealing to me. So, you know, getting this network together of people to work with, it's nice to bounce ideas off of each other. And then, so I've been playing a lot of Overwatch just for the simple fact that you can have 6-man teams playing at a time, right? And then other than that, I play. I was getting really heavy into Fallout 76. And I actually love that game. I think it is one of my favorite games right now. The reason that I think there's so much hate is because it's not a game that has, like, there's no set path. I mean, for example, if you like Ark, Survival Evolved, you might like Fallout, because Ark, there's no go do this thing. It's you have to go figure everything out, and it's sort of similar with Fallout. Like, I want to make Machinima. I want to make these, like, lore videos of characters that build their own lore. Like, I got one with Uncle Hogs, and his whole idea is he needs to gather as much soap as possible so he can make high quality grade A gutter oil. And which gutter oil is the most disgusting thing in the entire freaking planet. Google it. It's not perverted, it's just gross. It's a big problem in some countries.
Wait, what is it? Hold on. I gotta Google this shit.
It's terrible. It's the worst. It's gutter oil.
What's it called?
Gutter oil.
Gutter oil.
It makes high quality grade A gutter oil available for all the businesses out there. You got a restaurant?
Oh, okay. All right. So if I look up gutter oil on Google, first thing it says is gutter oil China, gutter oil Reddit, gutter oil in America, and gutter oil India. I gotta go to the Reddit one.
There should be a definition right there on the Google search. It's fucking gnarly, dude. It's foul. For those that
the most disgusting thing you'll see. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for those who
talking, I gotta watch this.
So for those who don't have the ability to just Google it right this second, maybe you're watching on mobile or something. So in a nutshell, it's a big problem over in the Orient. Oh, there's that feedback again. But basically what these people do is, it's pretty gross. They lift up a manhole cover, they grab a giant ladle, dip it into the manhole, fill up buckets, take it to a place where they boil it down, and what rises to the top is an oil. They then scrape that off, and then they sell it to places that use it as a cooking oil. It's fucking foul, dude. Certain places it's a big problem.
Yo. Okay, so I just saw this video of the making of gutter oil. That looks like the shit I wouldn't even feed a pig.
No,
That
it's
is
poop
disgusting.
oil. It's foul.
Hardcore poop oil.
Right, and they cook with it.
I think that's what we need. I think we need to name that podcast that.
The Gutter Oil
Walker.
Podcast.
No. So the Lvl Unlocked Podcast, episode 2.
The rise.
Hardcore poop oil.
It's foul, bro. But
oh my god.
Other than that, man, I think I'm probably going to be playing a whole lot of this. I already forgot the name of it.
Apex.
Yeah, Apex. Hopefully, see, it just sucks that you can only play with 2 other people, because I have a pretty big group of people I like to game with. And that was another reason Fallout was appealing, because quite a few of them have it. And somebody told me it was on sale for like $15 the other day. So it's like, get a big group of people together. Yeah, I scooped mine pretty cheap. I didn't get it when it first came out. Yeah.
So what about you, James? What are your plans for the week?
Fucking bitches getting money.
Always, 100%.
Pretty straightforward.
I like it.
Yeah.
Zero lag. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I don't have my Streamlabs up because I got the notes, so I can't really. I have to wait until I get the email saying that you followed. I don't know. Probably gonna stream some Danganronpa. Again, get back into that after this. Fantastic game about child murder. Let's see. I got some stuff. I'm recording some stuff for YouTube tomorrow.
Nice.
We're going to be recording some more Yakuza 0, some probably Resi 4, and starting the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play, Kingdom Hearts 3 Let's Play tomorrow. And
Dab in the stream really quick for Kingdom Hearts.
How's that coming?
It's fucking a beautiful game.
It is
I
gorgeous.
just sang the whole song of Let It Go with in the Frozen world. Dude, I was like a little girl. Oh my god. When they played the whole when they sang the whole song, oh my god, I was so excited. I think I screamed inside.
Walker, I didn't watch that stream. I missed it. Could you sing that for me right now?
Yes,
can you serenade me?
I think the entire audience on all 3 of our platforms are gonna love that.
Let it go.
Oh, it's
let
beautiful.
It go. Can't turn me. I don't know the rest of the song. I have to play it. I don't remember. I was gonna say you can't turn me on anymore, but that's not the lyrics.
I don't think that would be in the lyrics.
Oh, thanks for the follow. I don't know who just did that, but hey, that's
turn
what's up.
around
Thanks,
and
guys.
slam the door.
It'll pop up here in a second, I think.
Yeah.
When it's playing in the background, I can definitely sing along with it. I just don't know the lyrics.
Zero lag. Thanks for joining.
But yeah, getting back into Monster Hunter a lot. They just we're gonna actually talk a little bit about Monster Hunter World soon, putting more endless amounts of hours into that game. Yeah, that's I played The Sims 3 some more.
Nice.
That's like my I got into a kick. I watched this one dude stream some original Sims mods, and I'm like, man, I haven't played The Sims 3 in forever.
Oh, Sims 4 has quite a few mods.
Yeah.
I get on a little Sims kick every once in a while. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we lost...
Walker, you're muted.
Yeah,
Walker,
I think we lost Peach.
No, I'm here. I was just talking solely to my stream.
Oh.
Sorry. I was talking to my
okay, I
was talking to my peeps. I was ignoring you guys.
I see how it is.
I was ignoring you 3 from my actual friends on Twitch here. I'm sorry, I had to.
I see how it is.
I also see how you
Maybe-
can do that. I
maybe
didn't
I
even know
will-
you could do that.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh no. Oh boy, everything's breaking.
Jesus.
I was gonna do a joke.
Going off the
but
rails
no.
already. Jeez.
It is already. Oh no. No. So really boring week for me. Nothing exciting happened.
Your
Oh, that sounds
handy
like a busy
dandy dry erase board behind you with your streams.
Oh shit! I think it's I got some stuff. Okay, I got some stuff. I want you guys to see what I got. So this is how exciting my life is right now. I bought this at Walmart the other day. For my dry erase board.
There you go.
So because I don't actually have a proper eraser for my dry erase board, so that was like. I was like, oh yeah, I got an actual
Things that
now.
make you excited when you're an adult.
I know.
That naps.
Yeah, it's true.
Then I got this. Hold on. This is actually legitimately cool. So do you guys remember when The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask came out on 3DS?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a minute ago, man.
And there was that collector's edition that came with the statue of fuck, what's his name?
I know
Majora.
you're talking about. Yeah.
I got it.
Nice.
There you go.
I bought it. So I need to find a place on my shelf for it. I got some stuff there. I don't want to hide up. I have an Adam Sandler poster that's like halfway behind my bookshelf with my games. So you could see his one eye and that's it. And he's just
creeping.
Creeping. Exactly. We are protected by. Let me see if I can get this without it being like super nasty looking. So you can see there. You got Adam Sandler behind the Green Power Ranger. So.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, I am protected by Adam Sandler, our Lord and Savior.
Which version? I would if you had to be protected by one of the Adam Sandlers, which one? I think I would like to be protected by the Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler.
I agree with that.
Wreck everyone.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is god tier. Is just god tier. Adam Sandler right there. That and Waterboy.
You did the Waterboy.
Oh
yeah. I could see him holding you at night when it rains. In his big arms, his big warm arms.
Oh my god! So he would beat up someone. He would beat up someone trying to attack you, and he would just
Mr. Deeds. That's a
splash
good
some
one.
water on him. Splash some water on him and go, that's some high quality H2O.
Rinse off, boy.
That's hilarious. So what's well, for myself, I'll be doing Kingdom Hearts, Apex Legends, and really whatever else. Probably some Overwatch, if we decide to do that. And those are pretty much the only 3 games that I play. Call of Duty sometimes.
Very
I think
rarely now
that
Apex is out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of my efforts went from Call of Duty to Apex.
Yeah,
But that's essentially
I'm not touching that game forever.
my week. Kind of have an official schedule now. Sunday through Thursday, 8:30 Central to 12:30 Central, 1 a.m. Just because I live in Texas, so compared to these guys, they're on the
Texas.
the other the East time zone, and I'm in Central, so
feel
for
better,
them
James?
it's later. But what's next on the docket, other than you burping and ruining the stream, you son of a bitch?
It's over. Shut it down.
I like to be myself in front of my viewers. Thank you very much. I don't
Very
like
true.
to make a like a facade.
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 Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
So is that everyone's week? Are we good
Yeah.
to
Pretty
pop
sad.
into done news?
The only other sidebars I should find out hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday if I got that GSM job.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
see.
that's cool.
We'll see. It's supposed to be Friday, but I haven't heard anything. So next week. But
Hey,
that's pretty
man.
much about it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than
Well,
that,
that's
the only
good.
other thing I got on the books is getting with you, Geach, and helping with trying to get some of your little detaily stuff done, like the under your Twitch video. I want to help you if I can. I want to try to help you with any of that type of thing, like the links to his various other social medias and anything like that.
Yes, and this was a keychain of Super Saiyan Blue
I was gonna
Vegeta.
say,
Super
why do you have half of
This was
why do
at
you have
Target.
half of Super Saiyan?
I'm trying to. It's zooming in on my face, so it's making him blurry. But this was $7 at Target.
That is
This-
$7 more than I would spend on that.
This came in a mystery Dragon Ball. I'm missing his legs. I don't know where they went. I did have another one, but I think my dog ate it, or my son took it. It was of Goku Black from Dragon Ball Super as well. So that was another $7. It was like $6.50 for these little keychain toys. It was well worth it though. Not really, but
Wind conditioning gaming says Super Saiyan Fajita. That's like my favorite food.
So what's next, James? What do we got?
We got some bullshit going on right here in the good old state of Pennsylvania, the good old Keystone State.
Wind conditioning, that's a great idea.
So they're going
gaming tax.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, a
What?
10% violent gaming tax.
Oh my god, are you
being
serious?
proposed in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they want to. They're trying to pass a bill that adds 10% tax onto any violent games to deter basically parents from buying them for their kids.
Pennsylvania goes way too hard. A couple years ago, they added an entertainment tax. Now think about that. We are going to tax you to be entertained. The damn nickname for that city is Dreary Erie. Like, you're... that's
Do you know if that
ridiculous.
includes online purchases, James?
I don't know.
I would assume so. I don't know.
If it did, I'm assuming it would probably go off the zip code. So, but yeah, they were trying to pass a legislation in Pennsylvania, which is crazy.
Doesn't anyone think of the children? That's their argument.
Goddamn Grand Theft Auto, man. Remember back in the day when Grand Theft
With
Auto?
Jack Thompson
Yeah.
and all of his bullshit. The video games are the devil.
I don't even
Dude.
like. What was it? GTA 3 or San Andreas?
3.
Wind
I can almost guarantee it's 3.
Wind
Yeah.
condition says that they tax in Chicago for PS4 now.
Really?
It's crazy. That's
That's
shenanigans, bro. Like
that's some
the
hardcore bullshit.
30 to 45% they already take isn't enough. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna tax you the original 7% sales tax and then an additional 10%.
Yeah. That's what they do on fireworks. Fireworks tax 18% in Pennsylvania.
God, that is
So
crazy.
whatever you buy fireworks in PA, you're taxed 18%, and it would be the same thing. So it would be 16.5% sales tax on rated M video games.
That's shenanigans. I don't know
That's
what it
so
is in
dumb.
Florida or what any other weird taxes they have down here, but
But it's stupid. Like
That has a
all
lot
this,
of weird.
like this all started like super long ago, and it all kind of fell apart. Where it was Grand Theft Auto 3, where gun violence, street violence, all stem from their kids playing Grand Theft Auto 3 because it was promoting prostitution, violence, rage, and all that bullcrap, which is stupid.
Well, also, like back when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California, he tried to ban violent video games in the wonderful state of California.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's
So,
just
I don't think it's gonna happen.
yeah, it has to pass. It has to pass everything, and everyone has to for it. So hopefully, someone's gonna be like, seriously, like if you're a parent that's scared that their kid's gonna do crimes or become a criminal, as he plays
Then don't
Grand
let him
Theft
play the
Auto.
games.
Exactly. Don't let him buy the game. You're the one who has to buy it for him. It's M for mature,
Yeah.
17 and older.
Oh,
Like-
my favorite thing is when someone tries to buy a game, like a little kid tries to buy like an M-rated game, and I tell their parents, yeah, this game's rated M for this, and this. And then they're like, they ain't buying that. And then the kid just gives me a death glare. Like I'm like some narc.
dude, Condition says that he says my favorite thing is that the occurrence of violent crimes have been steadily dropping since the 80s, and they continue to tax and it more or less even when the violent. Basically, the crime rate keeps, violent crimes keep going down, and yet even when those games are getting more and more violent, and yet the trade-off is we're going to tax you still.
The two have nothing to do with each other. If you really feel a video game, causing your child, your whoever to go off the rails, become violent, become road rage, where they want to steal people's cars and pick up prostitutes or do whatever. It's like, come on, it's like that's just mind blowing.
Yeah. I can get like a ton and I mean a ton of studies, you know, respectable individuals that say violent video games don't really lead to violence.
It's just like violent music leads to violence, huh?
Yeah.
Remember that whole argument?
Yeah. The whole
Slipknot and
death metal
everything.
scare.
Right, Marilyn Manson.
Yeah. The
Marilyn
cult
Manson's
scare.
the devil. Yeah, the cult, all that stuff. It's just like,
Yeah. You know, why aren't they, you know, taxing violent movies or TV shows? You know, why is it not costing more money for a kid to go see, you know, Saw 27? Because it's violent and gruesome.
What they do in
actually,
Pennsylvania, that's that entertainment tax you guys get hit with.
yeah. Amaret put up a good point. Marijuana and stuff like that just needs to be legalized. Tax that, and literally it makes up, like, if we're trying to make money and we're trying to pay off, like, get streets and fix streets using the tax for gaming or whatever it is. But what? You're not streaming or something?
No, I'm streaming. It's just nothing's coming through the audio for desktop. So literally this entire time, no one's been able to hear you two. Great. Fucking
That's a win.
clutch, Mitchell. Thanks for telling me.
That's a win.
I figured it would all be good. You
But
know,
no,
it's
like,
basically all the same.
literally, if marijuana gets legalized, that's going to be taxed, and the tax on that will literally generate so much money. It'd be unheard of. That's another conversation for another day. But at the same time, like, that's huge.
Have you guys seen the studies on that?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And mushrooms, yeah.
They were saying how they could get rid of all of the student debt in like just a couple years.
Well, look at what is it? Denver. Denver's one of the biggest booming cities right now because of that, and it's like the incline in jobs, everything that's providing is just huge.
Yeah.
But
yeah, stocks, dude. If you're gonna get into them, now's the time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Canada's thriving
so my
right now.
stream's good now.
Good.
Oh, dude, conditions.
Hello,
says,
James' stream. You haven't been able to
Hi,
hear us the whole
James'
time.
stream. Yeah, conditions
Feel
saying
like an
Colorado
idiot.
did tax the legal marijuana and it used it for the education system. Their education system now has a surplus budget.
Yeah, it's
Surplus
ridiculous.
budget.
That's great. You
Yeah,
surplus
don't
budget on
fucking tax
education.
video games.
Now they can actually pay freaking teachers the appropriate wages for.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember going to school and just a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? They're like babysitters, glorified babysitters. Some of these people, the stuff they have to go through. That's crazy.
What else we
It's
got,
dumb.
James?
So anything else you guys want to add on to it?
No, that's just don't do it.
Now
It's
that
stupid.
people can hear you.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
even
No,
get me
don't-
started
it's just-
on the medical benefits.
But no, taxing video games it's not going to prove anything. It's not going to do anything. I don't even think it'll even pass because at the end of the day, we're already our gas tax in Pennsylvania is already higher because they want to pay to fix the roads and do all that stupid construction.
Fix the roads are not actually fixing.
Yeah, I was
like-
gonna say they need to, man.
Like gas here, how much is gas where you're at, Schroeder?
It's like 230.
Oh, that's higher.
Really
Okay,
average?
higher than expected.
Yeah,
It's-
mine's 235.
It's my gas here has never gone above $2. It's been
Jesus.
187 or something along those lines, something stupid. And it's the same thing with Ohio. You go to Ohio, same thing. It's cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Pennsylvania is one of the highest gas prices in the whole entire country. So don't
Now-
add another tax on something that you're not going to do anything with.
They also
To me,
hit
that's
you
just
guys with a
irrelevant.
state tax. Like they don't down here in Florida. There is no state. You know how you have to pay federal income and all that on your checks.
There's no
Yep.
state here in Texas either. I will say, side note, that fucked my W-2 up. My income
Did
tax
it?
return, when I was trying to file it, I'm like, where the hell is how do I file my goddamn Texas state tax? Like, this isn't making any sense. And I come to realize after I did a 2-second Google search, Texas doesn't have state tax. I'm like, oh, okay. I could have filed this 3 weeks ago if I knew that. Okay, what else we got, James? What's next on the docket?
All right, so here's something interesting that I saw from I think it's Nintendo Life reported on this. So some sales figures have come out for the Nintendo Switch, and turns out that pretty much 50% of the owners of the Nintendo Switch are females.
Hey,
I
thanks,
thought that was
guys.
extremely
We got 2
interesting.
more follows here.
I can see that.
From
I
Obscured
mean, it used to be
69.
the thing that, like, you know, oh, girls don't play video games. That's a boys thing.
And I think
to do.
somebody else here should
then
pop
now
up in a
it's-
second.
I guess this can also go into what we're going to talk about later on.
Oh, yeah.
What your topic is, Walker, on how gaming has changed over the past like 5 to 10 years. So we can't really. I don't want to really dive into it too much now. But I mean, I saw that, and that was a very interesting figure. And I think that
That's
also
huge.
that helps with how incredible the system has been selling is because of that.
Bam! It's in my drawer. I keep it in reserve in case I ever want to play it when I'm bored at work. And then I also have Hello
Bam!
Neighbor. There you go. And I got myself Hello Neighbor for
And the zero lag. Thanks for hanging out,
zoom
guys.
in from. It's always capturing my
Super
face. There we
appreciate
go.
the follows, bros.
I want to play with Grayson.
I got Smash in mine.
There you go. I got
Smash by
Smash.
centering
Welcome to
Kagura.
the Splash Screen
I got
team.
Mario Party that came with mine, Super Smash, and Mario Party. So all Mario games except for Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor. I got a few games actually. I got some creepy anime bullshit. Smash Bros. Brawl. Actually, I got a lot. I got way more than I probably should.
Jeff doesn't have a Switch.
I don't have any consoles, not a single one.
PC only, baby.
Yep, PC Master Race. That's how I roll.
I couldn't live without my systems. Man, I would gladly give up this computer for my systems. Like, if I had to choose, I would say, fuck you, computer. Get out of here.
Really? That's probably one of the saddest things I've heard all day. That
And
poor
no, I don't like
computer.
computers. I don't like computers at all.
That's funny.
I hate them, especially when it pertains to my work. So it's like, it's funny.
So speaking of news, what else you got?
Aim right. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, aim right in the building. What's up, bro? That's a buddy of mine, man. I've been gaming with him a lot lately. You've gamed with him a couple times, Geech.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, I'm talking right now on stream.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure I'll drop a link in the video here for him. He's on the path to what is it? Affiliate? That's something we got to talk about. So he's almost there. He needs only a handful more followers, I believe, and then
Yeah, man.
he's about there.
Yeah, I'll drop him a follow.
Good shit, bro.
I'll give him a hand. Give a fellow streamer a hand. A
Yeah.
handy J.
Heck yeah, guys.
So last week we talked about how Apex Legends wasn't going to affect Titanfall 3 development, and they were still making Titanfall 3. Fucking JK, they're not making Titanfall 3.
Well, at that point, it's like if this game ends up being what it's supposed to be, they don't need it. I don't know. Were you going to talk about? Do you know? Have you looked up or seen how many people are playing it currently? Did you have that in the docket later, or can I talk about this now?
Well, I have on here. I guess we could talk about now that it broke 10 million players in 72
Yeah.
hours.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
10
That game
million
is
people have
extra
already
popular.
played it. It has concurrent players, but those are it's essentially
That's the
people that
important shit.
those are people that consistently play the game that throughout the whole entire day, 24 hours a day, there is at least 1 million people playing it at any given time, which is
Ah,
unheard of.
and there's like 8
Yeah.
playing Fallout. That's why I've been streaming it lately.
Because currently, right
because
now,
their latest patch broke it again.
I haven't been
currently
playing
right
this
now,
week.
if we go to Twitch and we go to who is what is being viewed the most. Apex Legends, 300,000 viewers.
Jesus.
Fortnite, 145 million. Just Chatting was what we're doing for the podcast. 87 million. League of Legends, which is 1,000, not 300,000 for Apex Legends. Fortnite, 145,000. Just Chatting, 86,000. League of Legends, 80,000. And Dota, how do you say that name? Dota.
Yeah,
Dota.
Dota 2.
Dota.
56,000 people are watching that game. I don't even know what that game even is.
It's a MOBA, like League of Legends.
Condition says that the latest update was, this is in regards to Titan. Latest update was the fact that they were working on another Titanfall project. They didn't give it a title, but they said there will be another Titanfall game for sure.
Huh.
Sorry if you guys already said that.
No.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought I read like an update on it that said it was, and I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before.
No, that'd be cool though. I think they'll hold off until Apex Legends. I think that this is gonna go on for a while. How long? Kind of quick open for the chat. How long do you think something like this can maintain? Kind of. Do you think it would be like Fortnite? Fortnite was literally the leading game for a year and a half. I would say since September 2017, up until literally like 3 weeks ago. Do you think this game can do the same thing, or do you come out and sweep it out?
You don't think it's gonna?
No, I don't think so. I give it about 8 months.
Okay.
Before the next big thing comes out.
Do you think Fortnite can come back and do something better?
So I think so. And here's my reasoning for it. Okay. So Fortnite already has this established player base, and Fortnite is known for doing wacky and crazy stuff with, their different seasons. So it kind of keeps you coming back for more and more. It's like, it's like heroin, where it keeps having you come back and more and more for like new stuff.
Yep.
So to get that hit, so I think unless Apex Legends can carbon copy Fortnite, I don't think it's going to survive that long. I think it's not going to be a flash in the pan, but I think it's going to be something that's not going to last a year.
Our buddy Nooch here says that he gives it less than 6 months. Not long. Think a battle royale thing is going to die. He says it'll eventually die.
Yeah, I can see it dying with that.
But essentially, though, like they're kind of doing the same thing. Mike Richards here kind of has a good point, though. Like, essentially, they have plans for new characters, new weapons, things along those lines, and they actually came out and said they want to do the seasons where they change the maps and stuff like that. Even by doing that, do you think it's still gonna die that soon?
I still think so.
Okay.
Because it's a free to play game, but so is Fortnite.
Yeah.
So you can have like your 1A, 1B options, and it used to always be, Fortnite was the top dog, and then your secondary game was PUBG.
How much do you think the influencers of Twitch affect the games people play? From your ninjas, from your shrouds.
Oh, it's huge.
All of your other guys. All of them right now are playing this game.
Dude, I seen a thing where they will pay if you see a hashtag like advertisement or something. Do you know something like hashtag ad? That means that person is typically making anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 just trying that game, and playing it. And then, just as a quick side note from the chat over here, about Titan. He says the confusion was that they were putting out teasers that people thought were Team Fortress 3, but it was actually for Apex. They clarified that Team Fortress 3, while not as soon as people may have thought, but it will be eventually hitting markets.
Emirates said hashtag ad is $10,000 an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
They're being paid.
Madness.
Jesus.
Insane. And I'm pretty sure that when Ninja came back from doing whatever he's doing, he even said that this stream is sponsored by that. Do you think that they would play those games if they weren't getting paid?
Some of them, no.
I don't think he got
I
paid
don't
by
think
Fortnite. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, the one dude I was watching said that unless he genuinely enjoyed the game, you couldn't pay him enough money to play it. And it's funny too, because he even comments like, "I never thought I would say that if you paid me $5,000 that I wouldn't play this game still." But yeah, man, some people, if the game is terrible, you're doing harm to your channel by playing a terrible game that you're not having fun with.
But I mean, hey, money talks, you know.
Yeah.
If you pay someone enough, I mean, fuck it, I'll enjoy a game for, $10,000 an hour.
By the way,
100%.
I'll whore myself out. I don't care.
By the way, that condition, not Team Fortress. I apologize. It was Titanfall. People in the confusion with Titanfall 3, not Team Fortress 3. Different developers. My bad.
Team Fortress 3 is never coming out.
It came out already.
Nor is Half-Life 3.
It came out already, bro. That's what Overwatch
Left 4 Dead 3. Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm hoping, I really do hope. Call of Duty at this point to me is, it came out in November, and they never changed it. They never changed the Battle Royale concept. They added new maps to the multiplayer. They added new stuff to the actual multiplayer mode, but I feel no one bought that game for the multiplayer. They bought it for the Blackout, and they never changed it. So to me, I feel that's gone kind of to the wayside, and it's not free to play either.
No, it's $60 entry fee, kind of like PUBG.
Yeah,
PUBG has that entry fee.
Supposedly PUBG is going free though.
Well, yeah, because it's
for
dying.
Xbox and everything
Fallout's
like that.
gonna have to do something to follow suit, otherwise that game I'm worried it really will die, which is a shame because I'm such a Bethesda fanboy, but they've just been punching their fans in the kidneys left and right.
I'm sorry.
But no,
sad.
It's
Fallout 76 is my favorite game of all time that I've never really played. I just love watching the train wreck that it is. It warms my soul. Well, that went quiet quick.
Yeah. Bit moment there.
Walker muting himself. All right. Have anything else to say about Titanfall 3?
I'm looking at the chat here. He says, Nooch
Paging
here says,
Mr. Walker.
Nooch here
Paging
says
Mr.
that
Walker.
for sure
I'm talking to my chat. Leave me alone, James.
He's seen some of the streamers getting paid. And sorry, I can't play this garbage anymore. Yeah. I don't know really anything else about. I don't really know. I have nothing else to offer to the conversation as far as Titanfall goes.
Play Titanfall 2. It's one of the best first-person shooter single-player games you'll ever experience. That's all I have to say.
Hopefully you guys can hear me over the loud talking.
Walker, thank you for finally joining us.
You're welcome. I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk. I'm letting Jeff talk, so I mute you guys so I can talk to my stream. So I'm not interrupting people. I'm being a good Samaritan, okay? Let me live my life, Dad.
Not your dad. You're adopted.
It's true.
Do you have anything else to say about Titanfall 3? Or
no?
Can we move on?
No, we can move. We can move on, son.
All right. So,
I thought he was your dad.
Cap.
It's a little inbred type scenario. We won't go into it though.
It's a little of that Back to the Future.
It is. It's a mix. It's confusing. Sorry.
Oh, did my stream die? No, it didn't. Okay. I was about to say, did my stream die? Everything went quiet. Okay, so Capcom did a okay. Chrome's dying on me. Everything's dying.
Uh-oh. Is it really?
Uh-oh.
No!
Let me make sure I'm still streaming. Because everything's going to shit right now.
Son of a bitch.
Going to shit. Still alive.
That's like an average Splash Screen show. There's always at least one thing that goes terribly wrong.
Hashtag mistakes.
Right.
God damn you, James.
By the way, I couldn't figure out how to get the damn game to stop lagging. I jumped into here's a nice little tip for you guys, or I don't know. I use it sometimes. If you for your stream, if you create another Facebook page, just like a private one, you can use that as like a testing environment for testing out your your bit rates and just various things to that nobody knows about, so this way you can
Yeah.
actually, trial some ideas before you pull them,
That's a
onto
good
the
idea.
stream. But I couldn't fix mine.
New
I
idea.
putzed with it for a while and I couldn't. I don't know. I watched the YouTube video. I streamed Apex yesterday and I watched the video today on YouTube, and there was no lag really. I mean, there was a tiny bit, but nothing crazy. But last night while I was playing, it was being kind of rude.
It was.
Maybe it was just maybe it was just my I couldn't tell if it was just what I
No.
was watching or if it did look laggy to everybody else out there.
No, you were lagging a little bit. How you doing, James?
Just a little bit, just enough to be annoying.
Computer dying.
I'm doing something a little different. I'm using my phone now for the notes because my computer's starting to take a shit.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. Brief
right.
halftime delay.
All right, so here we go. Let me go to the source here.
Okay, we're back.
This is from Gematsu. Capcom has released their platinum sellers or platinum titles,
I wanted to show off my cool screen.
and it's pretty cool to see what's on here. Seeing some of the stuff on here, they're all the games, like the big games that Capcom has sold over 1 million units. I'll go through. Let's say I'll go through the top. How many are there? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of them. All right, so there's 87 games. I'm gonna go through the top 10. We got at number 1 at selling 11.9 million units, Monster Hunter World. 7.4 million for Resident Evil 5, 7.2 million for Resident Evil 6, 6.3 million for Street Fighter 2, the Super Nintendo version to be exact. 6.1 million for RE7, 4.96 for the PlayStation version of Resident Evil 2, 4.9 million of Monster Hunter 3 Freedom, 0.3 million for Monster Hunter Generations, 4.2 million for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and 4.1 for Monster Hunter 4. I can guarantee those Monster Hunter ones, 90% of that is Japanese sales. There ain't no
Probably.
way that's so. Except for Worlds, there ain't no way that Monster Hunter 4 didn't even come out here. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate sold 4.9 million units here in the US. I would say 4.2 of those are Japanese.
Jeez. Hey, Mike Richards says you need more air quotes, James. You need to do more air quotes.
More air quotes.
Yeah.
More more air quotes.
There you go.
That poor air! What are you doing to that air? Oh man.
Oh, let me.
Kind of going into
I guess I need this.
So those are
Monster Hunter. That's a big game.
What's that other game that's a lot like it? That's free.
No, sorry, that was Jeremy Miller, not Mike. Jeremy Miller said you need more.
Jeremy Miller says I need more air quotes.
I was looking at the wrong
next-
name.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna air quote the shit out of him.
I was looking at the wrong name. I just got them mixed up. That's funny. So speaking of most selling games, I was doing a little thing yesterday, and I was just curious as to what the top selling games were of all time. So number 20 is
Hold
Pokemon.
on, let me.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess number 1 is Tetris.
That's a good assumption. We'll see if it's true. So number 20, Pokemon Blue and Red, 24 million copies
What is this of all time?
of all time.
Yeah.
Nintendogs, 24 million copies. 19.
Okay,
that was
so-
number 19.
So
What was
so
it?
hold on, real quick.
Nintendogs. It's that for the Nintendo DS.
Oh
you
my
can-
gosh! Like
You actually
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, you actually use your
So-
stick and you can pet them.
Really?
So I have a story about Nintendogs real quick.
That's
Go ahead.
nuts, dude.
So I had Nintendogs when I was younger on my DS by Legend of Zelda DS DS Lite, and I played that so much, and because I'm such a huge nerd, I named my first dog on there Tendo for Nintendo. I thought it would be cute. Flash
love it.
forward about 9 months later, I get a dog, IRL. I don't know what I should call him. How about Tendo? I'll name him Tendo. There we go.
An actual dog named Nintendo. I love it.
Ollie says, telling a story 3,000 years later.
That's funny. I like that. That's an awesome name. 18, Kinect Adventures for the original Kinect.
Oh, oof.
Black Ops, number 17, Black Ops 2, 24.2 million. Great game.
Even I played that one.
Better.
Grand Theft Auto 4, 25 million. Number 15, Black Ops, the original one, 26.2 million. Modern Warfare 3, 26.5. San Andreas, 13, 27.5 million copies. We Play, which was 28 million. Super Mario Bros. Wii, which is still to this day a phenomenal game, 29.3 million. Diablo 3.
I like Super Mario Bros. U more.
So here comes the kicker.
Super Mario Bros. U snob.
This kind of, the top 10 kind of brings me into the, like, eventually, whenever we get to it, the conversation that we're about to have here in a little bit. So the top 10 are, and you'll kind of see the trend. So top 10, number 10 is Diablo 3. 30 million copies. That game is probably, what, 5 years old?
No, older.
6, 7? It's still within the last 10 years. So, the new Super Mario Bros. That came out, I believe, for the DS.
Yeah,
which is now available for the Switch. 30.8 million copies. Wii Sports Resort, 32 million.
Yeah! I love that game.
Was fun. The Game Boy, Tetris, 35 million.
Wii Sports #1 then.
Well, no, this is the Game Boy version of Tetris. Was 35 million.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was thinking initially.
36, number 6, Mario Kart Wii, 6 million. The original Nintendo Super Mario Bros, 40 million copies. Number 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, 54 million.
That makes infinite amount of money.
Number 3, Minecraft, 70 million copies.
Oh, who hasn't? Never mind.
Number 2, Wii Sports, 82
what the fuck's number 1?
82.6 million. And then the number 1 game of all time is the original Tetris. It sold 100 million copies.
Wow, because they're still selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which is what kind of blows my mind. But if you think about it, so number 3, number 4, those games were released in the last 6 years. And what was it? Number 9 and number 10 also in the last 6 to 7 years. So in the last 10 years, these games are now some of the best-selling games of all time.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
A good amount of them are, I heard a lot of Rockstar games on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto will always be up there, though.
You guys remember when it was nothing but a top-down?
Yep.
Oh, dude, I have many memories playing GTA 2 on my PS2. I had it on PS1, but I played it on my PS2. Listening to what the fuck was that band, that group that Eminem made?
D12.
Yeah, D12. I remember jamming out to D12 while playing GTA 2.
That's awesome.
I got a little fun fact for you guys. One of the first sandbox, and I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. One of the very first sandbox games that used that type of map where you run around in it, Simcopter.
Yep.
You guys remember that one?
I think so. That's one of the first ones. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah,
that game was fun.
Your Sim City onto there.
Yeah, amazing, dude. All right, so I got a question for you guys. Top ahead of its time games. I'll give you my game that is so far ahead of its time when it came out that I don't know if anything can compare to it, in my opinion. Do you guys recall Spore?
What was it?
Spore. It was an EA game.
Oh yeah, I remember Spore.
Yeah, dude, that game was so far ahead of its time. Insane. You started out as a little tiny germ floating around in a petri dish. Then from there, you evolved into a little plant or a little animal that had to run around and communicate with other little animals. And every time you rebirthed a new character, you would evolve a little bit. So you would add like extra legs or extra arms or wings or just something that would try to make you better in the environment. From there, it went into civilization mode, which was like a baby version of like Age of Empires. And then from there, it went into like a SimCities mode. Then from there, you left the planet and you actually flew around the solar system, the entire solar system, and colonized other planets. Dude, that game was so far ahead of its time, man. I still play it from time to time.
I wanted to play Spore when that came out. I had to stick with the Wii version because I didn't have a computer good enough to run it.
Had to move my couch that was chilling in my on my door, so I had to move it out of the way. Oh, really quick, going back to Apex Legends. They're coming out with a battle pass.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
I read about that.
Yep.
What does that
Kinda
mean?
Like Fortnite and Call of Duty and all that stuff. Different tiers that you can unlock, different challenges. That.
Nice, nice.
Which is cool. What about you, James? What do you got?
Thinking about it. Give me a little bit. Walker, you go.
For me and forever, Final Fantasy VII. That is key to my existence in life. Got the
Amazing story, that
Cloud
one.
sword tattooed on my arm, as you can see there. To me, that game was just years ahead of anything anyone can ever do. The graphics, the gameplay, the editing, the screens that you just had were unreal. Were way above anything that could have ever came out. Yeah, now when you look at it, he's got block hands, but nevertheless, back in the day, 1997, like that was huge, and that's why, like I said, I literally have a sword, Arius's flower, tattooed on my arm because that was just a pinnacle point in my life where I just obsessed with that game, obsessed with any Final Fantasy really. But to me, that was years above it, and that's honestly what set PlayStation in motion. Like, to me, that's what allowed PlayStation to become what it was because of Final Fantasy VII.
The music on my stream changed perfectly for that little piece you just did there, bro. Keep going. I don't want it to stop. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No. But to me, that's mine. That'll always.
And it's a good one to go with because, like, I think it's touched a lot. I mean, a lot of people have played. If you're a gamer, you know Final Fantasy VII. I got all the way to the end boss, and I never went through the damn door.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. Like.
Ooh. Can I speak?
Yeah.
All right.
He's never.
All right. Final Fantasy VII's overrated.
I knew what he was going to
That's a
say
good
too.
story. I mean, the story ahead of its time, kind of.
I knew exactly what he was.
It's a fine game. It's a fine game. It's just not the best thing in the world. It's not sliced bread. Everyone's saying it is. I'm just saying.
It was definitely the most grindiest game I've ever played.
Better.
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger's better, and that is my pick for
I liked
the
your
most.
first one.
You know, the what's above him. Fuck.
Yeah,
That's a good topic,
Chrono Trigger was awesome. Chrono Trigger is an
Yeah.
amazing. I might have to
I'm
actually.
not the only one that's fucking up my words.
I might actually have to agree with you a little bit there. I had more fun playing Chrono Trigger than Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy VII wasn't. I think the graphics technically though were superior.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're not talking about graphics or what game's better. We're talking about what was
Just ahead of its time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Chrono Trigger, from things like the multiple characters, that came from anything, but the time travel I think was huge, and how, you know, each time period, you know, you met new characters, and, you know, everything seemed familiar but so different. And then the 7 different endings. You know, every game nowadays has like 20 different endings, it seems like. So
yeah.
you know, I think that was, and the ability to put that all on a single Super Nintendo cartridge was unheard of. And then with the subsequent releases, like the DS or the DS version having another ending on it was just, I have no idea how they're able to do it.
Nooch says Final Fantasy VII was the whole reason he bought the PlayStation. He actually drove to Pittsburgh to buy one and a copy of Fallout 7 because no one in Erie had it left.
Yep.
Really? Yeah, I mean,
that was huge.
Final Fantasy VII is a huge game.
Yeah, but I think I might have to agree with you with the.
Sorry, you guys are gonna hear yourselves talking in the background. I opened Schroeder's Facebook thing, and I forgot to mute it, so everyone's gonna hear double voices here in a second.
Just for a moment or so.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Should have opened it up when I said Final Fantasy VII's overrated.
Oh my god.
So you just hear
Multiple
that constantly going,
echoing through time and space.
hold on, wait.
At the
Hold on,
speed
I
of
think I
smell.
got an echo on here. Yes, hold on. This is gonna be funny. Hold on.
I hate you so much.
Final Fantasy VII's overrated.
Nick.
The gutter oil award right there.
Yeah.
So you got anything else, James, before we go to the final?
The what? Hold.
Say again?
I was asking James if he had anything else before we go into our main topic.
Yeah, I got a few things. We can cross a few of them off real quick. Is two that I would really like.
No, go ahead.
Three that I would really like to talk about real quick.
4, 5.
PlayStation Plus now has 100 gig cloud storage. Cool, great. Witcher 3 Monster Hunter World update is live now. Fantastic, love it to death. It's incredible. Assassin's Creed 3, the Assassin's Creed no one cared about, is getting remastered on March 29th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Fuck you, Switch. No one cares about you. Monster Hunter
like
movie is
Assassin's
going to be
Creed 3. Is it really getting remastered?
Yeah, it really is. March 29th.
Oh, titties.
Monster Hunter, the movie, coming out in 2020. I'm never going to watch it, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
I hate it. It hurts me seeing the screen caps from it, or from the actors on set, because one, it's directed by the dude that made the Resident Evil live action movies, so that's strike one right there. Strike two, it stars that fucking terrible actress that was in Resident Evil movies that's banging the director. So that's strike number two. Strike number three, just fuck off. Just fuck off, mate. We don't need a Monster Hunter movie. Get out of here.
Well, the success of video game movies are very bad. I don't think there's been one that's been successful.
I got one. I got one that's been amazing.
Well,
Advent Children.
Oh,
yeah.
I think that one's good. That's my favorite one.
That's a good one.
And again, it's another Final Fantasy one.
Rampage, I never seen. It kind of got mixed. The Rock's adaptation of the classic arcade Rampage game. Doom was awful.
Doom was terrible. Doom was
awful.
The Resident Evil ones didn't even go with the games.
I fucking hate them. Almost as much as the Silent Hill movies.
Silent Hill, yeah, was.
Amerton says that she liked the Halo miniseries.
Oh yeah, what was it? Forward Unto Dawn?
I haven't seen that one yet.
I hear it's pretty good. I think it was originally like a Machinima thing. Like Machinima made it.
Like Red versus Blue.
Rest in peace, Machinima.
Machinima.
So, I guess we could go into this real quick now, since we are on the topic of video game movies. Ni no Kuni made a movie. No, I like it. I'm probably the only one that cares about it. But here is a list of every coming video game movie from 2019 and beyond.
Oh boy.
Strap in, folks. We got 4 pages of this shit.
Really?
Yeah. This is from Games Radar. Okay, we got Detective Pikachu.
That's
Still
gonna
a
be
little
good.
salty. Still a little salty that they didn't have Danny DeVito as Pikachu. But it is rated PG-13, so there is a chance that we could hear Pikachu say "fuck" once.
That is true.
That would be.
That's gonna be different because people want to see, like, they want to know how Ryan Reynolds is gonna play like that character.
Jesus, what is he, Ash, or is he some other random character?
Ryan
Pikachu.
Reynolds is Pikachu.
Yeah, he's Pikachu.
Oh my gosh.
In the movie, Pikachu can be heard by one guy,
And he's a detective.
and yeah, Pikachu is a detective, and it's the voice of Ryan Reynolds, and it's not dubbed or anything. It's the straight Ryan Reynolds voice. It sounds like it feels like you're listening to him talk to Deadpool.
God.
There's this whole scene where Pikachu and Kid are like interrogating Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
We got Sonic the Hedgehog. That thing. That's actually coming out on November 8th, 2019. So yay.
That's not gonna be another live action, is it?
Yeah, it is.
What? Are all
Yeah. You didn't see the thing for it?
Wait,
No,
what is
I
this?
live in a
See the
bubble, bro.
trailer? The poster?
No,
The Sonic
I live
the
in a tiny
Hedgehog
little
movie.
bubble. Jesus.
I've heard
Hold
of
on.
it. I have to look that
I
up.
haven't seen anything on any of these yet.
Sonic the Hedgehog. The Hedgehog. Images. This is gonna be janky, but it's gonna work. Here you go. It's from the producers of the Fast and the Furious.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness gracious.
Bum.
All right. Looks even worse in person. Oh no. We got Call of Duty apparently still in the works.
That movie will never come out though.
Nah. Minecraft the movie.
I heard about that.
TBC. Uncharted movie, TBA. It's been in the works since 2010 apparently. The Last of Us apparently in the works. Watch Dogs is in the works. I hate that. Hate that first game with a passion.
Really? I remember the
Months-
previews for that. That game looked like it was. I never actually played it, but it looked like it was gonna be fun.
I
Coffee.
bought a PS4 for that game. Monster Hunter World. Definitely gonna be terrible. I'm gonna hate it, but I'm gonna watch it. Mass Effect.
That could possibly be pretty cool.
I can see that. I mean, if Drew, what's his face, Capturing Kishibaran, the original writer of it, I mean, if he was to do something with it, it would be great. Dante's Inferno, Temple Run,
Ugh.
got
That'll
a
be
Rabbids
interesting.
movie, got a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, ASX, Splinter Cell, I can see a Splinter Cell movie, Far Cry, I can see that, Recon, yeah, I can see that. Canon Lynch, I can see that. Dad of Boy, I can see that. Devil May Cry, I can see that. Mortal Kombat, no.
I know
Metal
they're.
Gear Solid, no.
I knew they were remaking a Mortal Kombat movie.
Huh.
They're trying to.
Heavy Rain, you can suck my dick. The Sims, how would that even work?
The entire thing is dubbed over, like. It's got the words of the
Masumo!
Ingleibenheimen.
I know they're trying to work on a new Assassin's Creed movie.
Asteroids, great. Borderlands, okay.
That could be cool.
The Division, alright. That would just be a generic post-apocalyptic. Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal is attached to it. Firewatch, okay. Fruit Ninja.
Could be interesting.
Gears
They did
of
make
War.
the movie
The
Pixels.
Fruit Ninja movie?
Yeah!
They did make Angry Birds, so just throwing that out
And
there.
it was terrible.
What
Oh, Angry
does
Birds
Fruit
was
Ninja
funny.
even have a character? Like, there's not even
No.
characters in that game.
Yeah, they can make it work though.
It's a giant finger.
They made what is that
It's
movie?
the sequel to Freddy Got Fingered. it's secretly in a sequel.
There you go.
Fruit Ninja.
Well, they made the emote movie or whatever it was called.
That movie did terrible though.
The Emoji Movie?
The Emoji Movie, yeah, they made that.
Oh
into a
man, I
live-action
still
movie.
get Vietnam and style flashbacks from that movie.
So they did take those and they made it into
Emerton
Ninja did the
says-
same thing.
Emerton says that the Assassin's Creed movie was Garbino.
Oh, it was so trash. I was so pissed off because I love Assassin's Creed. Also, another shout out. If I can get it on the stream, Assassin's Creed.
Nice.
Tattoo on there. I was so disappointed when that movie came out. It was so awful. I wanted to cry a little bit inside. But yeah, they made the Emoji Movie. They can make a Ninja movie. They made Angry Birds.
God, the Emoji Movie.
So they definitely could. They can take these kid games, these app games, and make them into an actual movie. So you never know.
Have you guys seen Glass?
Oh, I
No.
want to. I want to see that.
Yeah, somebody on the YouTube is asking 13.
One of my hidden favorite movies that everyone hated, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time with Jake Gyllenhaal. Everyone hated that movie. I like it. I like that movie. I thought it was.
I think you just made James sick.
What? Sorry, I was coughing.
Oh, I thought you were
coughing
confident what
moving
I
stuff.
said. I was saying I like the Prince of Persia movie, The Sands of Time with.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
I thought it was good. I like movies that people hate, but we'll talk about that a different day.
I like things people hate. Well, no, I like playing stuff that people hate because it's bad, and I like that. Let's run through this real quick because I got one thing, and then we're going to talk about the stuff coming out next week or this week.
Take your time.
PlayStation, our good friends at Sony, filed a patent for a system that can natively play PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 games on it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So, PlayStation 5 confirmed backwards compatibility?
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I doubt it too. That doesn't
highly-
sound like a PlayStation move to me.
No, they would never do that.
Well,
it'd
well,
be a separate console.
yeah. Well, the PS3, I don't know how they'll be able to do the PS3 because that thing is impossible to emulate properly, at least.
They did it from the original PS3. Well, that was for PS2 and PS1 games.
Yeah, and all the versions of the PS3 can play PS1 games.
Yeah,
Not
there was only on the initial launch had the backwards compatibility to play PS2. Then they discontinued it, and that game console sold online for like $1,000, which was stupid.
Yeah, I thought that would be an interesting thing to talk about.
That'd be kind of
let
cool.
us take a look at some video games that are coming out. What's today? The 10th
Yes.
through the 16th. We got coming soon. Jump Force comes out February 12th. I had someone call out my bullshit on Twitter the other day because of Jump Force.
Lies.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, someone posted he posted that he was playing Jump. Someone tweeted back saying he was a liar. Jump Force is essentially it's a game that has all the animated characters in a live action like game.
Yeah, it's all the animes together. It's my kind of thing. The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. It's coming out for the PS4 and Switch on the 12th. Don't know what that game is. New expansion for Civilization 6 called The Gathering Storm is coming out February 14th for the PC. Code Realize Wintertide Miracles coming out for PS4 and Vita on February 14th. Crackdown 3 is coming out this week.
Crackdown 3. That'd be
Crackdown 3!
That'd be a good game.
PC and Xbone,
How do I not
February
hear?
15th.
See, I live under a rock. I don't hear about any of these.
all you.
How to Train Your Dragon is coming out this week. The game. Guys, I know you're all interested in it.
How to Train
How
Your
to
Dragon.
Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, how to Train Your... Or, sorry, it's called Dragons, Dawn of New Riders. Far Cry New Dawn comes out on the 15th, and Metro Exodus comes out on the 15th. Metro Exodus only available on PC on the Epic Games Store, because Epic Games knows how to treat their partners. All right, that's it for the news.
So, Schroeder.
Yeah.
Kind of diving into our final topic of the evening.
Uh-huh.
So, gaming in general, to me, has changed a lot over I would say, the course of the last 10 years. And to me, it's changed in a good way. Coming from, essentially, kind of what the topic says and all my stuff, it's like going from, oh, you're gonna rot your brain, you're not gonna amount to anything, console or TV, to you're not gonna do anything, you need to go outside, you need to do this, and this.
Right.
To now, there's people that are doing this that are millionaires.
Yeah.
So, someone who's been doing it for a while, what was your mentality? What was your thought? You went from working 40 plus hours at the Geek Squad to, I want to become a streamer. I want to become a YouTuber. Why and how do you think, like, first, why did you want to do this?
Yeah.
And how has this affected, like, you as a whole? How did you go from working full-time at a place to doing this and being successful, gaining money, gaining followers? And, like, what was the thought process behind it all?
Well, I mean, at first, none of that was, I wasn't interested in any of that. At first, what I was all about doing is, I like to think I like to build things. I like to be creative with things. My favorite part of this whole thing that I do is kind of creating a platform where people can talk about stuff, and I like the creative end of it, like the overlay that I have on my stream right now, and trying to create these visually neat things. I have to say marketing is kind of, at least producing marketing content is probably one of my things I like more. But as far as the gaming goes, I started streaming in a weird place. I started streaming building mods for Skyrim. That's where I started, and actually I got quite a decent following there doing that. Like I came up with one, the Purple Haze Chronicles. It was the adventures of Snoop Dogg through Skyrim. The potential was pretty cool there if you combined it with a couple other mods, but that was kind of my thing with it. And as far as like what you were saying about, you know, they say that gaming rots your brain. Well, it depends on what you're playing, I suppose. Like for instance, there's more and more studies that are coming out that are finding that gaming is good for people with Alzheimer's. They're finding that like games like Minecraft, and when it's taught in pre-elementary education, helps the child develop team building skills, mathematics skills, like that whole Redstone system thing that they have there. Is actually how circuitry works. It's pretty neat. So, and then games like Call of Duty and things like that, those ones are for fast twitch muscles and on the fly, like, what is that? When you think of something really quickly. You guys know what I'm saying there.
Yeah.
So, as far as the whole rotting your brain thing, it just, I mean, there's that, or you take a walk, or, you know, you go and play in the park. It just depends on what you're doing, and it depends on who you're with. You know, playing by yourself versus playing with a group of people. I mean, if you guys are gamers, you know how awesome, you know, how much fun, or I don't know, I like to play with a group of people more than by myself, of course. But as far as like the streaming thing and where it's gone from where it is, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought 5-6 years ago that this form of media would be so huge? And when you look at budgets and you look at huge, bro, huge. You know, and you look at where the money is going. So like for instance, a lot of these games have substantially larger budgets than movies, than some of the top tier AAA movies. You know, so it's when you think about you sitting there watching something on Netflix or watching something, you know, on TV or whatever it is, versus gaming, you're in control of the story. You know, you're the one that kind of goes through it. So I'd like to think that as far as the brain piece goes, you're stimulating a lot more parts of the brain gaming than you are. I mean, think about it. All right, so what do they say to do? Read, or what is there? There's reading, there's listening to music, there's watching television as far as media's consumption goes. When you're gaming, it's touching on all of that stuff. Problem solving skills. I mean, there's a game my pops used to play all the time called Myst. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Myst was great.
Amazing. That was another one that was kind of ahead of its time. But I guess two geniuses came up with that one. A father and a son with ridiculously high IQs, I guess. But they came up with that, and that game gave you no damn clues. It was a puzzle game that you had to completely figure out on your own. So it's just, I don't know, I think gaming, as far as who knows where it's going to go. I mean, especially with VR and everything, who knows if that's actually ever going to really take off. But and then as far as the streaming thing goes, yeah, man, there's a lot of people out there. It really comes down to just the grind, and there's going to be periods, and this is I was talking to you about the other day, Geach, and that is, there's going to be periods of time where you hit a lull, and you're streaming and recording videos and putting all kinds of love into it, and nobody shows up. Nobody's checking out. Like, I have on my YouTube channel, I have some really, in my opinion, they're the best pieces I've ever produced, which is like the Subnautica series and Little Monsters, or whatever that game was. And those, as far as production value, are the highest quality pieces that I've put out. I'd spend 40 hours a week just working on those videos. And after doing that for 3-4 months and seeing some of them are only 23 views, 24 views, kind of, I'm like, well, should I keep making these? Should I keep dumping all this time into these videos that not very many people are watching? Or should I start streaming, where, I mean, right now we have 10 people hanging out with us in Twitch. I got a couple on YouTube, and I got 4 hanging out on YouTube, and I got a couple hanging out on Facebook. So it's like, well, it depends on your style, because I'll tell you straight up, man, if there's anybody out there, and I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times before, but if there's anybody out there that's doing this for the money, good luck. Good luck. You're going to get pissed. You're going to be mad about it. Like, you got to love doing this stuff in order to really stick with it.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell you that, like, because I've been doing the YouTube thing for, God, right around 8 years now. And I know the struggles of, like, the lulls and shit. So I can't tell you how many people are like, man, I want to be a YouTuber so I can make, all the money. And I go, yeah, you're way too late. Way too late on that. You have a 0.1% chance of getting all of the money doing YouTube, and kind of the same goes for streaming as well. I mean, you can make, a decent amount, enough to live on streaming if you have a good enough fan base and following, but you're never going to be as big as Ninja. You're never going to be the next big celebrity.
Well, I mean, if you expect to obtain that, then
yeah, no,
you're going to be probably sorely disappointed. My big thing with it is just finding a group of human beings that enjoy gaming, or enjoy the same style of stuff that, I think that's what it comes down to. You want to build a following, you want to build a group, you want to try to actually do something with this. The best thing to do is to find people that are doing things that you like, and just have fun with it. Just do it.
Yeah.
You like Nike, and just do it.
So why do you think it's changed so much, going from 10 years ago where gaming was, okay, it's not really a thing, okay, we're quote unquote put into like a bubble, because you have your, like, let's just say for school, for example, you have your jocks, you have your preppies, you have your geeks, or the gamers, the computer whizzes, things along to now where it's the norm. Because currently, right now, 64%, as of 2018, percent of people in the United States are gamers. 64% of the population play some kind of game in some kind of sense.
You know what the fastest growing demographic of that is?
It's mobile.
Middle-aged women playing mobile games. Right now, the fastest growing demographic in the gaming realm is middle-aged women playing Candy Crush and playing Words with Friends.
And I think that is why it's like, kind of become normal. It's it's not weird to call yourself a gamer because of how accessible smartphone gaming is.
Yeah.
Everyone has a cell phone, and anyone can download, almost an endless amount of games and play them, and, they're considered gamers.
When do you think the demographic changed from gaming isn't a career, it's not something that could ever make you big, to, okay, right now there is currently, hang on, I had it pulled up here. Give me 1 second.
Hey, Martin says that my dad updates us weekly on his Candy Crush accomplishments.
There you go. So currently right now there is, on Twitch, there is 2.2 million people that stream on Twitch.
Wow.
It's unheard of. Last year, to the year before, 2016, there was less than 1 million. So in 2 years, they gained over 1 million people. And Twitch has been around, for those who don't, it used to be called Justin.tv.
I remember
It's been
that.
around for like...
Oh, I remember the Justin.tv days.
It's been around for
man.
like 15 years plus, and just recently is when it became huge. Same thing with YouTube. And 48% of the people that game say they spend all their time on Twitch or YouTube. And then a lot of people that do game, but when do you guys feel that the demographic changed, like I said, where it became gaming considered like an afterthought, where it wasn't something that was ever gonna make it something that was ever gonna make you big, make you popular, to now where it's gaming is.
I have two of them. It's accessibility, because I don't know about, I would imagine that James, you can attest to this a little bit. Do you remember how difficult it was to put together the overlays and to put together the I remember I had to write HTML code so that I could get the chat feeds to actually show up in the video.
Mm-hmm.
And now you just Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
I got one better for you. I remember the days before like capture cards became a real thing. For some of my old YouTube stuff, like you can even look back on my channel for like I think on main channel things like the Ratchet and Clank Let's Play, and I think the original Resident Evil 4 Let's Play. I used a DVD recorder for that.
Really? Yeah, man. That is impressive.
I would hook. I bought it at Best Buy. It was an old Toshiba one. I think I still have it somewhere. I would hook my system up to that, hook that up to the TV, have it record it, and have Audacity running on a laptop.
Wow. Yeah. So to answer your question, I think that the reason that there was such an extensive explosion between in the last couple of years is it's so incredibly easy to do it now. And the reason that, to answer your question from earlier, why is gaming in a whole grown so much? I think it goes back to stimulation. You know, it stimulates a bunch of different parts of the brain, and then when you have a group of people you're playing with, and then you guys know this, you're gaming with a group of people, and then you got chat feeding you on the other side. Like this bro, we were gaming the other night, and where's he at here? Win Condition Gaming jumped on. And he had us fucking laughing so hard with some of the shit he was saying.
I remember that.
He was comparing, what was he said? Something about Michael J. Fox. It was hilarious.
I don't remember what it was, but that was funny. But I agree with that piece that you said, where stimulation, because fun fact, so the average male gamer is 33 years old. So essentially, you have this demographic that when we were younger, that gaming wasn't a thing, and it wasn't considered something that was necessarily cool, to now, okay, it's becoming a thing. So all of us who grew up on these systems, that it didn't take off in the way we wanted to, now it has. And so now we're reverting back to our roots, streaming. I'll be 30 in 4 months, and I am now just getting into the streaming game. So that tells you something. Schroeder, I know you're 30. The same concept, and James, unfortunately, is the young buck at 23. Dick.
24, motherfucker, get it right. I was moving that mouse as fast as I could when you said 23. Boy.
But obviously, coming in, like, these things are coming to fruition. Another cool thing too, the average female gamer, the age is 37, which then leads into the gaming on the mobile, which has actually become huge. 14.5% of females said they game. Gamers are motivated to play based on the design. 16.2% say it's based off of the fantasy element, such as things like Texas Hold'em Poker, which in reality is actually the #1 most sold game of all time. If you break it down, the Texas Hold'em Poker, it's got what was it, like 300 million downloads or something. It's crazy.
All right, so someone in my chat, Ollie Debug here, posted in chat, my chat about Jack Black's YouTube channel.
Yep.
And how a lot of YouTubers are butthurt that he got 1 million followers in one day.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole thing is I don't give a shit. He's not gonna take like.
But
YouTube is not like Twitch, all right? Because YouTube is all on demand, so it's not like he's directly taking away viewers. Because viewers can just watch my stuff and Jack Black stuff.
Yep.
It's not like, you know, me and Walker, we stream a lot at the same time. So, I mean, I could take views from him and he could take views from me. That's different. But, like, YouTube's a different beast.
yeah, yeah. And by the Jack Black, how is anybody surprised that he has 1 million freaking follow or subs in the first 24 hours or whatever? It's Jack Black, for Christ's sakes. God,
Yeah.
the voice of an angel, that guy.
It's very true. So they're expecting by 2021 the video is going to be a $180 billion industry,
Jesus.
which is huge, and it's currently a $137 billion industry. So let's go back here. So 2012, it went from $70 billion in 2000 to 2018, $138 billion industry.
Yeah.
In, what is that? 6 years. 11% of the industry is console. 11% is PC. 25 console, 25 PC, 50% mobile.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
Like
Mobile
at all.
gaming is huge, too. I mean, mobile gaming is ridiculously huge. Hell,
Yep.
that Simpsons tapped
There's
out
a
has
lot of
taken a
people that
fair
shit
share of
all
my
over
money.
Yeah, currently it's about $34 billion for PC and console, $70 billion industry.
Jesus,
That's
yeah.
And
crazy.
I think that's a big piece that also played into why it changed so. That accessibility on cell phones. Like, how many games does each of us have on our cell phones? There's
Right.
a bunch.
I have
And
none
how much
anymore.
money? Oh, yeah. But how much money did we put into it? And it's just, to me, gaming as a whole, like, it's come a long way because, like, even when I was younger, like, it was always, go to college, do something, like, have one of the better majors, study science, history, something, to now where some of the biggest college the programs that people going into are game development, app development, things along those lines. So people are making apps, they even have now courses that video like production for like YouTube, things along those lines. Being a content curator is actually one of the biggest jobs in the country right now.
You know,
which is
there's a ton of work that goes into it. There's way more work than what people think that goes into that stuff, man.
Yeah.
From the overlays to the advertising to putting it together to the technical crap to taxes. Taxes! I had to do taxes on my stuff this year.
Yeah.
You know, and they take a ton out. You have to actually, when you do your taxes for this stuff, by the way, you have to do double taxes. Because, like, your employer usually pays the other half of your taxes. No, you got to pay all of them, bro.
Yeah, you're hung out to dry.
Yeah,
Yep.
which you usually don't have to think about until you're making Well, they say, according to the thing, they say you have to make, if you make more than $600 doing anything, you have to report it.
Yep.
So, but then the thing about gaming though is you got your internet, you got your microphone, and I pay for Adobe. Like we have a little bit of a Patreon thing going on, but I think when I did the tax at the end of the year, I made enough to buy a pizza because it all goes to like, Adobe is like $60 a month, and I don't care what people say. I like Adobe; it works. I'm familiar with it. But Restream, which is
I got a tip for you later for instead of like a good alternative to Adobe.
Okay, well I use the entire thing. I mean, I use the Audition, I use After Effects, I use Photoshop, as well as the video editing software itself. I mean, I use pretty much everything, even the web design stuff I've played with. But and then Restream, which is what lets me stream to these 3 places at once. That's another 15, and then we have those 2 Arc servers. That's another $30 a month. So when it all comes down to it, there's really nothing left in the pot. But that's all expenses, So I mean, there's the taxes part, there's the editing part, there's the promoting part. I mean, and then you got to be good at gaming, kind of. Sometimes you don't have to be good at gaming.
You got to be entertaining.
Yeah, at the very
To
least.
you,
The big thing.
When it's all said and done, obviously, because we discussed kind of how it's changed. To you, in your both opinions, do you feel that it's worth putting all this time and effort into this to potentially make it big? For somebody who is coming out, like someone's listening to this down the road, and they want to do this, they want to become a gamer, YouTuber, whatever it may be.
If,
in your opinion, is putting this effort into it to potentially down the road, because obviously nothing's guaranteed unless you put the work in, do you feel that it's worth putting all this time and effort in to hopefully have an outcome that's a positive outcome, regardless if it is or not?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Even if it's not, even if nothing happens with this, even if you and I and James here, we do the Sunday show and we stream just every once in a while, the fact that I have a buddy that I was talking to him the other day. He was like, dude, I got home from work and I felt like shit. I was in a terrible mood. My day was just bad. And he's like, I jumped into your stream and you guys had me laughing. You guys took me out of that funk. It's a form of escapism, and
Yep.
Some people like to watch Netflix. Some people like to go to the gym. Some people like to talk to James. Some people like to, and then some people like to come home, grab some food, sit back, throw a video on Twitch, and hang out with their homies.
One of the most touching things, and legit, it almost made me cry, is this is probably about 3 years ago. I was at the mall, local mall, and there was a kid that came up to me, and he goes, "Hey, you do stuff People 8 Studios, right?" I was wearing my merch shirt, and I go, "Yeah," and he's like, "Man, I really like your stuff. Your stuff is like, it's
That's
great.
awesome.
I think it's hilarious." And that was like, oh my god, dude,
Something
you're the
like that
best.
Something like that happened to me not too long ago. It's cool when you run into people that actually. I had a customer come in and I told him about the show, and then like months pass, and him and his girlfriend come into work and they're like, "We love your channel." It's just like there's a good feeling when it's a super good feeling when people give you props on what you're doing and they enjoy it.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that is, it's awesome, especially when you look at it and you see a bunch. It is a good feeling, and despite, yes, it's hard, and it doesn't guarantee that you will be successful at it, but as long as you keep taking away, because to me, what's a good feeling is that me coming up as somebody that was considered a loser or a nerd or a geek. I didn't hang out. I played football. I played football to the equivalent of, I can't even think of a good analogy. I basically kept the sidelines warmed 4 years of high school football. So coming up from all I literally did was play same person every day my whole entire high school career, and play video games where I was in school. It wasn't viewed as something that's cool. Obviously now in this day and age, completely different mentality. And so now looking back, and have it coming like full circle that something that I love to do and I did literally every day, all day when I was younger, that I can do as an adult and potentially be successful with it. To me, that's huge. And that makes me think, it's like, okay, cool. So now that this is something that I've dreamt about doing, never thought it was ever possible. Am I late to the game? Potentially. Not really, because it's all what you make of it to me. At this point, it's something I can look back at now, realizing, okay, so this was frowned upon, and now it's not. And I can take that same mentality and literally grow, make new friends on top of the friends I already have, make the stream whatever it needs to be. And to me, that's something really, really, really cool, and I'm excited to see where this grows. And to me, that's one of the biggest things that's changed over the years. It's the acceptance of people now seeing others as gamers and accepting them into the culture compared to, okay, like, all that guy does is game, I'm gonna kind of walk past him. Now people see our streams on YouTube and they click on it regardless if they like it or not, because they see something, they see us gaming and they type in a quick not YouTube, Facebook even, because Facebook usually consists of all just your family and friends, not the random people that come into Twitch and YouTube. And having both sides to me it's a pretty cool concept, and I'm excited to see where it grows, even going into the future where gaming becomes even more of a norm and it becomes bigger, because this is gonna continue to grow daily. At least that's my personal view on it.
Yeah, consistency, man. That's what it is. Just
Yep, that's big.
that's
Yep.
Really quick, guys. Ollie Debug posted in my chat. Are there any streamers you guys watch regularly? I posted my two in my chat.
I haven't not.
Walker, you're a big Ninja fan.
Yeah. And the reason why
I get that ninja tattoo soon.
I will. No, I won't. Tell Ali he needs to follow both of us if he doesn't already. me and Schroeder. I don't think I've seen him on mine. I expect that follow here in a second.
Ollie was
Cap_Yeech.
Dude, Ollie
15.
was like one of the first ones to follow my channel. All those years, like, well, all that time.
Tell
ago.
him he can make it number 20. I'm at 19 right now. He can be the big two.
He followed me a month ago.
I better expect to see my views go up and see a giant follow from him in a minute.
Hey guys,
appreciate it, Ollie.
drop your links into the Discord real quick, and I'll paste them into my channel stuff.
Walker, Ollie's calling you out on your bullshit. He followed you on day 1.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sounds like...
I was telling him thank you. I was thanking him for following me. I knew he.
I think he meant to say James and me instead of James or myself and himself.
No. I completely forgot he followed me. Once I looked up, like, shit, he did follow me, but I had to keep going with it to make it seem like I wasn't a complete asshole. Good try, bro. So I was looking at it in the middle when I was talking. No, he followed me a long time ago. So I just gotta
Ollie,
keep saying
you're
he
following this man.
And I was like, son of a bitch. I gotta keep it going now to make it look like I'm that stupid.
How many do you have? How many followers do you have, Walker?
19.
Oh, it's gonna be 18 soon. I can almost guarantee it.
Demoted. But no, I like Ninja, and the reason why I like Ninja, pioneer of all this, he really is. Probably not the actual pioneer, but somebody who went from.
He made it mainstream.
He did.
Yeah.
He has the most followers on Twitch. He went platinum on YouTube in a month. He got 10 million subscribers on YouTube in less than a month.
Yeah, he may have. Yeah, but he had been. I watched a little bit of something on him, and he had been streaming for.
He's streamed
4
for years.
But
he's been putting in the grind.
Yeah, that's what he was known for. Was his dude? There's a little like self-documentary thing he does, and somebody was. I don't even remember if that was it or what I was watching, but people were saying how like even during Thanksgiving dinners, he was. The whole family. Yeah, the whole family's upstairs having a meal together, and he's down there in the basement. I don't know really what it is, but he's down there gaming. Yeah. And streaming and trying to build this culture of or this thing he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's currently, because he never had a YouTube channel, and then he made one, and based on his success, he literally went from having no followers to going platinum in a month. Currently, he has, let's see what we got here. On Twitch, 14 million followers on Twitch.
Jeez.
He has a total of 413 million views.
That's a lot of views.
That's retarded. The next closest person to him on Twitch has 7 million. So he's literally doubled.
He doubled
every other person, and that's literally over a year and a half time span. So that's why I watch it, because I want to learn to see what he does. And he even taught people will ask him, it was like, what do you do? And he was like, I just game. You got to keep it consistent, kind of like what we talked about, and you got to make your channel different.
Is the huge thing.
You got to be different, things along those lines. And he's one of the biggest people that I watch. And Tim the Tapman will be another one. He's a huge gamer. He's essentially a redheaded, really big fat dude with tattoos. So I got a red beard, I got tattoos, and I'm fat. So I feel like we're brothers. And he's got like 6 million followers. Usually averages about 40 to 50,000 people a stream.
Damn.
But he like when someone subs to him, he does like a shimmy, like, and things like that. So it's different. But those would be the two people that I would say I watch the most. Yep. Just because I like to learn from that. And I've been watching like you two guys. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp. I've been watching both of your streams a lot too, just for that diversity and keeping it close and keeping it local. Because obviously I want to help all of us grow together.
Yeah. I'd have to.
And that's also big, having that support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd have to say there's really nobody. I honestly don't watch very much on Twitch. Not as much. I have been lately, more so. But usually I just try to watch the people I know, and I try to promote them and try to peer pressure them into doing more. And there's one dude I watch every once in a while, Oxhorn, I believe is his name, and he does like Fallout lore videos from like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
That's
and
cool.
Stuff like that. Those videos are usually pretty fun. But other than that, I watch a lot. Actually, I watch quite a bit of Aimright. I love watching his shows. He's pretty good at what he does. He does a lot of Battle Royale and Guitar Hero. He plays the shit out of Guitar Hero. It's actually very entertaining.
Those are some of my favorites things to watch.
Different.
Just like the meme stuff on Guitar Hero.
Hmm?
It's such a niche group, but man, are they close knit.
Good stuff. But yeah, that was one of the biggest reasons I want to bring this. 3 different individuals going from Schroeder and both of you have been doing it for quite some time, to even myself, who's always watched it and never did it until now, and just seeing the industry change, because we're all older. We've gone from it being
I'm old,
casual to nothing, to seeing this boom to where Best Buy now even sells gaming computer parts inside the store, which they've never done before ever. Which is huge.
And they're like streaming stuff, like their capture cards. They're selling more Elgato stuff, like the Stream Deck, like the better capture cards and capture devices, and better microphones. And they're selling the Yeti Caster. They're and I see that going not just there, but also at places like Target.
Yeah.
Because it's becoming a big industry, and everyone's trying to like kind of jump on it, I guess, because I mean, we play it anyway. If you're playing games anyway, why not play with other people? Why not have a community?
Yep. No, I completely agree. But yeah, but that was my kind of thought. That's one of the topics. One of the biggest things of why I wanted to talk about it, because it essentially is affecting all of our lives in a positive way, more so than ever. Now that we're all doing it together. Where instead of doing it separately, now we all literally we're getting a group. I haven't seen Potter on in a while.
Either. I haven't seen him on in a long time.
But I know us 3. I have a friend, his name's Scott. I know he does it.
Mark does it.
Mitchell streams with, YouTubes with James from the store. And
we have to peer pressure Luke. I think Luke would be incredibly successful if he jumped into this stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that was just, I wanted to get everyone's thoughts on it. To me, it's huge. It's a big topic.
Yeah.
What else you got, James? Or Schroeder? I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I mean nothing other than James. I don't have your. I'm not following you on Twitch. I'm definitely gonna have to get your link here soon.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll shoot you the link.
So I think that's, to me, I got nothing else. 2-hour stream, baby. That was.
Oh, you cut out there, buddy.
I said I got nothing else. 2 hours. This is it was a good back and forth. A lot of good dialogue. I think on this podcast today.
Yeah.
What do you got, James?
Zippity zoop. Let's get that bread.
Get that
Always.
bread.
Oh!
Dippity-doo-dah
There's
would've
something
put
I
a
wanted to
bop.
talk. There's something I wanted to talk about real quick.
Hmm.
So Resident Evil 2 just came out, and that game is like my love interest right now. Even though I haven't really played much of it, I am in love with that game. It got me to thinking real quick. What games should get the Resident Evil 2 treatment? Like a complete overhaul of both its graphics and its gameplay. And kind of even game style, too.
Well, my go-to, it's coming, would be Final Fantasy VII.
It's never coming.
Gotta go back to the OG.
But okay. Okay. Yeah, it's never coming, but okay.
I'll admit,
Oh, it will.
if I could see if Spore, if they could redo Spore, I would probably play the shit out of that. That game was.
Yeah.
That game had sucked up so many hours of my life. And that was before streaming was a thing, you know?
Yeah. Ollie says Ocarina of Time. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool. That would be cool if they did a remake of that.
I want the original Silent Hills back. I want them to redo Silent Hill 2.
That would be cool.
I want PT, damn it. I want my Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, Norman Reedus love child. I miss it.
Yeah, that'll be good. We have Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 4.
No, Resident Evil 4 is perfect as it is.
But the graphics,
Capcom will fuck it up.
the graphics could always improve.
No, it's perfect. Get out of here. Best game.
It's the best game ever.
Those are mine.
Yeah.
I mean, Ocarina of Time is a good one. If they were to do, I mean, I'm not a fan. Another unpopular opinion time. I need an unpopular opinion button, kind of like the nut button I'm getting. Where it's just me talk. Oh, Diablo 1, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Ollie. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild, like at all. But I think like Ocarina of Time getting like a nice facelift with new graphics and like a new control style and a little bit more open. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty legit.
Walker, did you check the email to see if we have any emails?
I will do so right now. Dun, dun,
If you want to
dun,
send us
dun.
an email, just email us at levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com.
That is my Gmail. Let's see what we got here. Not yet, but
Not yet?
it'll
Okay.
come.
It'll
It'll
come.
definitely come, and I do appreciate for the support, especially on our first podcast that we had. 13 people listened to it, and I uploaded it Thursday. So
Yeah, so that's pretty
Good start.
this was way more dialogue this time than 40 minutes longer too. So
yeah, it is.
hopefully we can get up to 15, 16. Obviously, it takes time.
Whoop whoop.
We're here to have fun. We're here to talk about the issues of life, aka gaming.
That gaming life. Hashtag that gaming life.
Hashtag that gaming life, and we're gonna get deep.
Hashtag gamer problems. Am I right?
Yeah, we
Can't find any ammo.
13 total people listen to our podcast since I uploaded on Thursday. After this, I will be obviously having to download it, and I will upload the new one hopefully tonight. So that is available in all access areas that podcasts are available. Lvl Unlocked Podcast.podbean.com, iTunes, Spotify, Google.
We got the Podbean, we got the iTunes, we got the Google Play, we got the Spotify, we got everything you could ever want.
Yep, we got it all there, and it's all available to listen free of charge. So go hang out if you're listening to the initial. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you cut out at the end of your sentence.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not sure what happened there. But if you were not a part of this live stream that we'll be doing every Sunday, hopefully at 8:30, but let's say 8:45, 9 o'clock to be safe. James.
Central
time.
Central time. 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, I'm used to my central
channel.
I'm used to my central time zone now. So if you are listening to this after the fact, make sure you like and
Eastern Zone Life.
Exactly. Like and review on any source that you're watching it on. Much love. Any comments, feedback is obviously much appreciated. As well as feel free to follow any one of us at our streams. Once again, I am Captain _Cap'n CAPN _Geech GEECH 15. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I am on YouTube, and I'm on Twitch. So follow, like all 4 social medias, and thank you. Love is much appreciated. Bring it over to my boy Schroeder here.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for everybody who came and hang out tonight. Super appreciate the likes and the follows we got this evening. I'm at Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch, YouTube, and there's a Facebook page, Instagram, things that I don't really check that much, or at least not as much as I should. But you know, I'm gonna try to get better at those other things. But we'll be after the show tonight. We'll be jumping on Apex, or at least that's what I'm doing. My camera's not focusing. Stop it, camera. There it goes. Yeah, just heads up if your camera doesn't focus. If you like bring your finger real close to it and pull it out, that helps sometimes. But after the show, I'm gonna be jumping in. Trick of the trade. Yeah, you know. I'll be jumping on Apex. I don't know if anybody's trying to join, but that's what I'm doing. We just hit affiliate status yesterday with our 50 subs. Now we just have to bring our Now we just need to bring our average watch up. I'm at 2.77, so it's almost there. But you know, and if you guys have channels yourselves, or you're trying to, you have a friend or family member that's into this stuff, soon we're going to be putting together something that is specifically for talking about how to grow it and how to, you know, different, what's the word I'm looking for? Just different things you can do with your stream as far as buttons and
almost like a support group.
Yeah, like a support group
for like
bouncing ideas.
I don't think a support group is the right phrase, but still.
Right. So we'll be putting that together soon, but send us a email, send these guys an email about it, and we'll we'll try to get you in there. But other than that, hey, it was super cool hanging out with you guys tonight.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by,
James.
In about, let's say, what time is it now? In about maybe 20 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna be streaming some Danganronpa. Going back to that, I know that's pretty popular. You can find me up at youtube.com/peopleIHateStudios, where I sometimes post when I feel like it, my streams and other Let's Play stuff. You can also find me at peopleIHate10 on Twitter. You can see what I'm doing with my day, my uninteresting stuff, and you can see your timeline flooded with shit posting from my retweets. And then twitch.tv/peopleIHateStudios for more of this.
Cool.
Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. The podcast, like I said, will be available shortly. You'll be able to rewatch this live stream of all 3 of us at Lvl Unlocked Podcast, or youtube.com/Lvl Unlocked Podcast, or just search it in the title, whatever one you want to do on YouTube, doesn't really make a difference. As well as Lvl Unlocked Podcast.podbean.com, as well as anywhere podcasts are available. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. We are signing off. Peace.
Kawaii desone.
Take care, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And from all of us at Splash Screen Gaming, you know what it is. Thank you very much for your time. Have yourselves a good night.
Well, I figured I was gonna say mine, but leaf call.
Oh, you still can.
I didn't know you guys were still on the fucking call.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to do it. You have to get off.
Oh well, I already went. I already left. I already went offline. I didn't know we were doing anymore. Well, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on in like 20 minutes. So.
I was waiting for you to do it, and you're like, "Oh, fuck you guys, whatever." Click. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're done. Okay. I can't see Jeremy's face. Dude, I figured it's done.